Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. The news update. Release Kanu on judicial merit rather than political clemency. ANSITU tells Bola Tinubu. Now, ANSITU is the Association of Igbo Town Unions. Now, they have called on Bola Tinubu to their president, Chief Emeka Diwe, to release Mazi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, who is currently in detention dungeon. That's DSS. Alright? He said, look, that President Bola Tinubu should release Mazi Kanu now, purely on judicial merit. We're not talking about political clemency, that's what he's saying. He noted that a court of competent jurisdiction had ordered that the leader of the IPOB be freed, a situation, he said, that was blatantly ignored by the immediate past administration of Muhammadu Buhari. He said even the President Muhammadu Buhari pledged to obey court ruling on Mazi Kanu, but he did not obey it when the court gave the judgment. He told the international community, you will recall, when they were talking about clemency, when people were talking about political solution, the then president said, look, he's not into it. He will only abide by the court judgment. So he has allowed the court to do their job. That's what he told the international community in US when the international media asked him about any political solution to the issue of Kanu. That's what he told them. That the matter is in the court. It's only the court judgment that he will obey. But he didn't obey it until he vacates the office. That is it. That is the wickedness they are orchestrating against the people. Of course, Diwe, Chief Emeka Diwe, who is the President General of these Igbo associations, listed Nigerians from other tribes who had committed various crimes and were detained but released on mere political considerations. He decided, he opined that the continual incarceration of Mazi Kanu is just because he is Igbo. He stated that it further shows the level of hatred against Igbo in the contraption, this Nigeria contraption. Of course, the Southeast governors and other leaders will meet Tinubu anyone from now, and this discussion of Mazi Kanu will top their agenda, and so we are waiting to see what they will say. Of course, you will recall that on July 10 they met in Abuja, where they resolved that they will send a high-powered delegation to meet President Tinubu to discuss on the immediate and remote causes, as well as the viable solution to the insecurity in the Southeast. So it is expected that this issue of Mazi Kanu will top the whole the agenda. And again, they also stated in their meeting in Enugu that Mazi Kanu is not responsible for the insecurity in the region. So if they go there in Abuja, they will tell Tinubu who is responsible. Of course, whether they will say the truth about the insecurity, them, the governors have brought to the Southeast region with the Nigerian troops, the army, DSS, and the police, everything. So we are watching, we are waiting. Our fingers are crossed. Let's see whether they will say the truth or they will blame another person. Since they have absorbed Kanu, the person they have hitherto heaped the blame for insecurity on, now they say that he's not responsible now. So we are waiting to hear the next person they will mention. Okay? So, but the point is that Mazi Kanu has been discharged and acquitted. That's what this Association of Igbo Town Unions are saying. That he has been released, he has been discharged and acquitted. So nobody is talking about political solution or clemency. Yes, no one should be mentioning that now. He said Tinubu will do his administration good by obeying court order. That's what the association say. Say, obey court order. It will be on record that you have obeyed court order. It's no issue of clemency. It's no issue of political solution. It's no issue of pardon. This terminology should not be coming into it any longer. Yes, and they said this is hatred against Igbo. Hatred. We have been saying it. And it seems we are trying to, hit the polity. These are the Association of Igbo Town Unions. They are the ones saying it. Igbo Town Unions are in every nook and cranny of the eastern Nigeria, everywhere. They are there. Every community is there. It's countless communities. You cannot count them. They're uncountable, I tell you. And so these leaders have said it, that this is hatred. It's because it's an Igbo. There are people who have committed crime and criminality, but nobody did them anything. They have gone scot-free. A man committed no offense, committed nothing wrong against the law. They have kept him in dungeon. The Court of Competent Jurisdiction declared him free. They are still keeping him. What do you want? I blame the Southeast leaders. Leaders in quote, please. They are not leaders, but they are leaders in quote. They are fronting themselves as leaders from the zone, going to Abuja, those senators. I blame them for all these things. See the way they grovel. They're not saying the truth. They're afraid. They're afraid. They're cowards, I tell you. Those are not saying the truth. Their people are suffering. Their people are suffering. And they're not saying the truth. Tell this government to boycott order. Come out, make joint statement. You have House of Representatives there. They are there. You have senators there from this region called Southeast. Okay? You have governors. You have those who, elected House of Assembly members from the states in the Southeast. So they are not saying anything. They are not doing anything. They are there. The Umahi is there supporting Akpabio so that he'll get a juicy committee. To do what? To loot more money, isn't it? To keep for who? To the future generations, the unborn children. Right? I pity you guys, honestly speaking. This is the opportunity you have to change the course of your people. How many years at your age will you live for eternity? You have opportunity, privilege to put your name in the sands of time, to write your name with golden pen, and you are blotting it away with what I don't know. This is beyond selfishness. This is beyond materialism. I don't know what I'll call this kind of situation, that people will stay and their own people will be marginalized, will be facing persecution and suffering, exclusion, and they will not say anything. They'll keep mute, praising their oppressors. This is absolute nonsense. So we commend these people, this Association of Town Unions, the ANC, for what they have done by condemning this action and saying the truth, that because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo, that's why they're detaining him against court directive and judgment, and because he's an Igbo, that's why he's facing persecution, whereas other people who committed crimes and criminalities have been allowed to go home scot-free on political clemency and political solution, whereas the man who committed no offense, the United Nations Working Group on Human Rights have said this. I have not seen anybody in modern times in Nigeria that the United Nations, they have this kind of evidence for him. The United Nations have absolved Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from any criminal charges against him. They said those who abducted him from Kenya, that the ones that committed crime and offense. Okay? Yet, in all this evidence and testimonies from the United Nations, the government of Nigeria kept, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu detention facility till this moment. And so, what are we talking about? So, this is the situation. We applaud the Igbo Town Unions for this bold step.